You okay?
Trying.
Here, come on, let me introduce you around.
Oh, there. Well, Miss Mary Frances, don't you clean up good?
Nice. Brooke English, Phoebe Wallingford, Myrtle Fargate. This is Frankie Stone, my friend.
Bianca, I'm so glad you changed your mind and came to be here for Laura's wedding.
Well, Leo was my first friend when I moved here from Seattle. I'm here for him.
All right, well, listen, we'll see everybody later.
All right.
Okay, doke.
I'll get you girls out there.
Oh, that was okay. You just totally dissed the mother of the bride. I did not. I don't care. Frankie, you make me feel like I can actually stand up for myself.
You do that all on your own. You're a lot tougher than you look.
Oh, look, there's another friendly face I want you to meet.
Oh, Bianca, really, you don't have to do this. I can just, hover over you, look around.
I want you to meet everybody I know, okay? Come on. Edmund, hi.
Hello, Bianca. Mwah. You look gorgeous, as always.
Thank you, you sweet talker. This is Frankie Stone, my friend.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Frankie Stone. Nice to meet you.
Edmund? Hi.
Hi. Well, there's an oxymoron.
What is that?
Well, most mothers don't risk outshining their daughters on their wedding day, but you look marvelous.
Thank you, sir.
Everything else okay?
Yes, yeah, everything is great. Did you find...
Those two used to be together.
Ah, looks like they could be again.
Edmund needs somebody like Brooke. Ever since my sister passed away, he's been looking for someone to love. Maybe it's her.
And now a friend of the couple will read a passage from the Holy Bible. Bianca Montgomery.
Can you handle this?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I hope.
Hey, you'll be fine. Just get up there and read it.
A reading from Corinthians. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put an end to my childish ways. Now we see but a poor reflection in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
Ladies, will you excuse me?
Sure.
This is unreal.
This is one nutty little bird, Pine Valley.
I'm gonna go see what I can find out, okay?
Okay.
So let me get this straight. Leo's ex was the one who was up in the ceiling yelling for help, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy, let me tell you.
Yeah, Leo and Greenlee are a pretty volatile couple. Or they were. Or they will be again, whatever.
You seem so sorry to see it end.
With the wedding? No, I mean, I told you, I was just here for Leo.
When it doesn't look like he's here, well, not at the moment anyway.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Well, I think this whole town is just nuts.
Hey, how was my reading? Is it okay?
Yeah, you were great. Can't say the same for Laura. She squirmed her whole way through.
You know, if Leo and Greenlee do get back together, they will probably kill each other before they make it to the altar, but I still think that Leo is better off having... Vanessa, hello.
And Vanessa. Unusual vows, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, well, families have to pull together now for Leo.
Leo seems all pulled together on his own. Seems to know what he wants. Goes for it.
Still, it's very, very humiliating.
For who?
For whom, dear? Anyway, there's terrible times, families unite.
Oh, they do.
And your family, dear.
And Vanessa, I know the guy who sells me coffee better than I know you. And he's nicer to me, too.
You know, I'm sorry I was so preoccupied when you came to town. I really should have had you over to dinner by now. So let's just correct this. Let's say sometime next week.
Aces.
Well, Bianca, dear, please, would you come too? I'm really very glad that you two have found each other. Truly I am. Well, if Leo comes looking for me, darling, would you just tell him I went off to change my rather damp ensemble?
Oh, and I'm sure the first person he comes to look for is his mother. Ugh.
God, why are you flipping out about going to dinner with your aunt?
I'm not flipping out. She's fake, and it bugs me.
Actually, you seem to have her pretty well under control.
Yeah, so what's your point?
My point is that you're wigging out because your aunt invited me to dinner and basically acted really cool about the two of us being together.
Wait, don't tell me what I'm thinking, okay? What? What are you looking at? What?
I just don't get you.
Yeah, well, you're not the first person to say that.
Frankie, I don't know. Sometimes you seem so cool about us being together and about being with me, and then other times...
Other times what, Bianca? Just go ahead and say it. Other times what?
Okay, other times you seem like you're ashamed to be with me.
Will you stop?
Why should I stay?
You totally do not think I'm ashamed to be near you.
To be with me, Frankie, there's a really big difference.
I'm not ashamed to be with you, okay?
Okay, so why do you act that way when I introduce you to my friends or when your aunt invites us to dinner, which, by the way, I thought was a pretty nice thing
I don't
for her
have
to do.
a problem with your friends. As for my aunt, on the other hand, well, I think she's nuts. And I don't trust her. That's why I back down, okay? I mean, your mom, she thinks I'm just like my aunt, running a scam or something.
Yeah,
And
but
you want to go to dinner with her. It doesn't...
I don't care what my mother thinks. I know what I know.
Well, what about everyone else? I mean, half this town thinks I'm a con artist or something, thanks to your mother.
Yeah, but I told you I know the truth. Nothing else matters. I know who you really are, so what do we care what everybody else thinks?
I think it's creepy, and you know it.
Well, do you have any secrets?
What?
Do you have any secrets from me?
No. No.
So what's the problem?
Yeah? What the hell are you doing? Yeah, she just left. No, don't worry. She doesn't suspect a thing. Hey, calm down, calm down. Everything is going according to plan.
Frankie, what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking I need to get out of these wet clothes. How about you?
suppose you'll hold my hand.
You think?
No.
There's Bianca, and Frankie's not with her. So maybe she's done with her drug.
Hey, hi, you're back. I'm back.
Hi, Bianca.
Hi.
I'll leave you ladies alone. I'll make a phone call.
Hi, sweetheart.
Bianca, have you seen Laura?
No, I'm sorry, Brooke, I haven't.
I don't know where she disappeared to.
Well, don't tell me, Brooke, the bride's missing on her wedding day? Oh, so much for happily ever after.
Snarky remarks today, Erica.
Oh, come on, Brooke. I mean, isn't it possible that the bride and groom might want some privacy?
The wedding was called off on account of rain. I'll explain.
So neither of you have seen her?
No.
Will you call me on my cell phone if you do see her? She hasn't taken her medication.
Sweetheart, were you a guest at that wedding that wasn't?
Yeah, believe it or not.
You were, even after the really terrible way that Laura treated you?
Oh, I was here for Leo, and Mom, I'm so glad I was. He finally woke up. When the minister asked him if he would take Laura as his lawful wedded wife, he said no.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, poor Laura, she must have been completely, totally humiliated.
Yeah, like you wouldn't believe.
Well, look, I'm really proud of you for standing up for Leo and not being scared off by Laura.
Well, see, I am my mother's daughter.
Yes, when you want to be, you are.
Oh, but Mom, I didn't tell you the best part.
What?
After Leo said I don't, the sprinkler system went off. Laura looked like a drowned rat.
I can't believe that. Well, there, you see, there is justice in the world. After the terrible way she treated you, she deserved that. I'm just surprised the Wicked Witch didn't melt.
You look all better.
Try her anyway. But I can't find my purse. I hope I left it here. Oh, there it is. Great. So, how was your business trip?
Successful, of course. Thank you for asking. And you? How are you?
Oh, no complaints. Did Bianca tell you we did the wedding from hell today?
Yes, of course you did. I'm sorry I missed it. Did you enjoy yourself?
Mom,
Yes.
you okay?
Of course I'm okay. Why would you ask?
Well, because you're acting totally weird.
I am not.
Yeah, you are. You were fine before Frankie showed up. I mean, whatever happened to the live and let live policy? You know, giving Frankie a second chance?
Honey, I have no problem with Frankie, honestly.
Well, honesty would be friendlier.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we should split. I'm sure your mom's really tired from her trip.
No, I want to work this out now.
Bianca, there is nothing to work out.
Well, then why did you morph into the freeze queen when Frankie walked in?
Because
Why?
Because your friend Frankie is a drug addict.
Mom, what are you saying?
Honey, I know how much the truth hurts, and I know that it's a shock.
This isn't the truth. I know Frankie. I know she doesn't use drugs. I mean, how desperate do you have to be to make something like this up?
I am not making this up. Honey, I have this from a very reliable source.
Who? Nobody hates Frankie like you do, Mom.
Mateo Santos, who has nothing against Frankie, had nothing against her until she came into his club and tried to buy something a lot stronger than a margarita. Well, go ahead, Frankie. Go ahead. Deny it. Try and lie your way out of this one.
You know, I don't have to listen to this.
Oh,
right?
yes, you do have to listen to the truth about yourself. And Bianca, you have got to face it, too.
I am so out of here.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I know that you are so... You must be so disappointed in Frankie and finding out what she really is.
Yes, Mom. I am very, very disappointed in you.
In me?
Yes, you. How can you, of all people, attack somebody for using drugs? think that you would have more sympathy for Frankie.
Why on earth should I?
Because you were a drug user, Mom. You, of all people, should understand the fight against addiction. I can't believe that you would turn that around and use it as a weapon against somebody.
Bianca, look, you don't understand exactly. What happened to me?
Oh, I know the story, Mom. I know it. I know about your fight to get clean and your stay at the Betty Ford Center, and I read in your book how you were so desperate that you actually cruised Front Street looking for a hit.
Yes, but I got clean.
Because you got help. Maybe that's what Frankie needs. I think that you have no right to judge her, but you're doing that because you want her out of my life.
Honey, that is just your interpretation of this. That's...
I don't even know if Frankie is an addict. I don't know if she's ever used drugs. I mean, she's never used around me. She doesn't talk about getting high.
Of course not, because addicts are very clever about hiding their use.
Okay, but I've had experience at seeing the signs. Laura and Shannon, I always knew when they were high. Frankie has never acted that way around me. But even if she is an addict, I'm going to take your original advice and I'm going to stand by her.